Absolutely not. And we welcome Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, all over Africa to partner with us to not just make it a great business, but to actually help the environment. There's this big climate act that Africa has taken on, and this is the perfect tool for it. The machine itself is very basic. It has a very simple, one of the simplest electrical panels that lends itself literally to nothing but start and shut off. And very rarely, I think, if ever, has it ever needed any addressing. All of the magic happens with the proprietary blend of microorganisms. The formulation of microorganisms is doing all of the work. But should the actual machinery, require any attention, it's a very simple electrical panel. What we have found, which gets addressed very easily, is that people put things in that don't belong in there. Like a restaurant will accidentally drop a utensil in, it gets stuck in the blade. But those things, again, very easy to manage. Remove the threat to the blade. And if the blade, for any reason, which it shouldn't, it's a very big, powerful, strong blade, but should it get destroyed, the blade is easily replaceable. Apart from that, there are no extreme technical issues that this machine has had or should have.
Hello and welcome to Humanity Health Inspection Show. My name is Dr. Key, and today we have a very important person in our midst, and she's my co-founder. Many of you do not know my co-founder. She's Mocha Brown, and you're welcome to the show, Miss Mocha.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here and to finally be before our audience. Thank you.
Well, before I introduce the motive of the show, I want you to tell us more about yourself. Who is Mocha Brown? Where do you live? What work you do? And what's your passion?
Well, I am Mocha Brown. I am based out of the United States of America, from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a global serial entrepreneur. I engage in trade, business development, business strategy. I consider myself a architect for both business development and strategy. I've worked in all sectors. I've worked in health, which is primarily how you and I connected, from the business end of things, as well as clinical management. I've worked in law enforcement. I've worked in entertainment. I've worked in, I don't think there's pretty much a sector, private and public, that I've not worked in. I've worked for a lot of elected officials, both here in America as well as internationally. I've managed campaigns. I've done public relations, and I have a few product-based businesses. As I stated, I am a serial entrepreneur, and all the world is my playground.
Wow. It seems you've done a lot. Well, the motive of today's show is to discuss the effect of improper waste management on our health and climate change, and most importantly, to promote Somabio Technology. Well, Somabio Technology is one of your businesses, and it's one of the cutting-edge technologies we can have in this era. And before I let you tell us more about the Somabio Technology, we know some of the effects of improper waste management on our health. And I'm not going to go more into the health aspect, but we know it could result in flooding, air and water pollution, and it could even discourage tourists from visiting the country. And well, you are in California, and last time you were telling me about the new law on waste management in California. So maybe you can tell us more about waste management as a whole, and in relation to the new law in California.
Well, you really cannot address California without addressing how humans on a whole all over the world has failed to manage waste. I specifically focus on organic waste, although as an environmentalist, I think all matters of waste should be addressed. So Somabio, let me first explain what that is. It is one of my businesses. where I partner with a South Korean based organization who founded this technology almost 40 years ago. It is an award-winning technology, unique to other, large commercial grade biodigesters, in that it is an aerobic versus anaerobic, and I'll explain the difference shortly. It is an aerobic biodigester, and basically what it does is it takes up to a little bit more than 220 pounds of organic waste. So that could be food waste, lawn clippings, things left over from a farm, things that don't have twigs, heavy hard bones, or hard things to cut the blade within. When we run the video, it'll make more sense when we show how the technology actually works. And what it does is, with the proprietary blend of microorganisms, which is what makes Somabio Microbial Technology so unique, is that it has a patented group of microorganisms, 100% organic, things that are found in nature, things we're breathing in right now, in a formulation that, under the conditions in the machinery, breaks that waste down in 6 hours. There are no other biodigesters, commercial grade, that does it in that short bit of time. Additionally, unlike other biodigesters, commercial size, ours breaks down into an effluent. So the liquid versus the leftover compost, which is what most biodigesters are leaving behind, is also acts as a very powerful sort of probiotic to nature. So it could be dumped in wastewater, it could be just let into the land, into soil, and it's not just friendly, it's actually beneficial. So if it goes into the wastewater, it begins correcting the problems in the wastewater. When it goes into your garden or your farm, it actually enhances the properties using 100% organic organisms that balances out the ecology, that balances out all of the defects of soil, and actually helps you grow healthier, more nutrient dense and quality food, which then translates, because of the entire effect it has on the ecology of anywhere it ends up, just being more environmentally beneficial and sound. And that's what Somabio Microbial Technology is. Why was it established in Korea almost 40 years ago? Well, they had a humongous food waste management problem. So much so that you'd walk outside and the concrete would become like, old food on paper soil. That's how bad the food waste problem was. So it was a problem addressed back in South Korea nearly 40 years ago, for the same reasons that the world now is having this problem.
Okay. Wow. That's impressive. That's impressive. So can you show us how the Somabio technology looks like? Maybe you can show us a video of it. And as you were mentioning, this is a very important technology that can help solve our waste management, our waste problem. And I not only recommend it for Ghana alone, but for the whole of Africa and the world. So I would want you to show us maybe in a video how it looks like, and the sizes. People appreciate more when they see the video.
Okay, if you bear with me, I will see if I could manage sharing my screen here with you. Just 1 second, please.
Sure.
Bear with me. Go over here. And let's see if this will work. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, we're going to play this.
Somabio Microbial Technology.
Yeah, I'm going to play this. It's under 2 minutes, and I'll let it play. And the audience can get an opportunity to see exactly what it does and how it works. Starting it now.
Okay, sure. Oh, these are how it looks like. This is how the tank looks like. Okay, the inside and okay, food being deposited. So how many pounds of food, or okay, how many kg of organic waste product does it take? Okay, so this is the end product. Wow. Okay. Well, it's being used as a kind of fertilizer to water the plants. Okay. I'm sorry, we can't hear the sound of the video. Oh, okay. Okay. So food and organic waste. Okay. Oh, so it's needed in schools, college campuses, hotels and resorts, cruise ship, military bases, airports, shopping malls, or large food waste generating locations.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go ahead
That's
and stop
impressive.
sharing my screen now. And I'm sorry. Give me a second.
Okay. The website is www.somabio.us. Okay.
Yeah, we can address that at the end of the show.
Are you with us, Ms. Mocha?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. So thank you for showing us the video, and it's a whole lot. It's a whole package, and like I said, it's a new cutting edge technology in this era, and well, it's so cool. And not only do I recommend it for Ghana alone, but I also recommend it for Africa and the whole world. But then let me just ask you one or two questions about the video so that people can really appreciate what they watched. So how long does it take to complete decomposition?
It takes one cycle of about 220 pounds is about 6 hours. As stated, it's one of the shortest. It is the shortest known biodigester for commercial grade waste management that does it in that short cycle.
Okay, okay. So let me ask again so that the audience can appreciate. Let me ask again. I'm sorry. What kind of waste does it take? Because maybe people might put in all other kinds of waste like plastics and bones and so many kind of waste. So can you hit that point again?
This manages organic waste, mostly created for food waste, but waste from farms, waste from landscaping, as long as it does not, because of the blade, as you saw in the video, as long as it's not hard, no forks, no utensils, no plastics. This manages organic waste. So food, soft waste, maybe soft bones like chicken bones, but nothing like a big hard bone from maybe a cow or something like that. But it manages organic waste. So
okay, okay. So does the tank need emptying?
no.
Do you have to empty the tank?
Actually not. You never have to empty the tank unless you have chosen to completely remediate all of the contents. So the microchips inside, actually, with the more use of the machine, is increasing and improving the microorganism community within, if that makes sense. So it's self-cleaning, in other words, because the microorganisms, through the continuous use, is constantly working within the machine, in addition to it working on the contents put in the machine to break it down.
Okay. So does it need a special technicians to fix and repair? Because if maybe a country like Ghana or Kenya or Zambia wants to partner with you and want to make it like a very a big kind of waste management, does it need special technicians for fixing and repairing?
Absolutely not. And we welcome Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, all over Africa to partner with us to not just make it a great business, but to actually help the environment. There's this big climate act that Africa has taken on, and this is the perfect tool for it. The machine itself is very basic. It has a very simple, one of the simplest electrical panels that lends itself literally to nothing but start and shut off. And very rarely, I think, if ever, has it ever needed any addressing. All the magic happens with the proprietary blend of microorganisms. The formulation of microorganisms is doing all of the work. But should the actual machinery, require any attention, it's a very simple electrical panel. What we have found, which gets addressed very easily, is that people put things in that don't belong in there. Like a restaurant will accidentally drop a utensil in, it gets stuck in the blade. But those things, again, very easy to manage. Remove the threat to the blade. And if the blade, for any reason, which it shouldn't, it's a very big, powerful, strong blade, but should it get destroyed, the blade is easily replaceable. Apart from that, there are no extreme technical issues that this machine has had or should have.
Wow, wow, that's impressive. So are the machines movable or stationary?
100% mobile. And we can also size them, custom size them. So it's very mobile. It requires a simple input of water, output of water, very similar to a washing machine or a dishwasher. Very simple input, output, as simple as your plumbing. Something to put water in, something to send water out. Very simple connections.
Wow, wow. So when you showed us the video, we saw some liquid coming out. And well, what are some of the uses of the liquid? And is it does it produce odor?
No, so very good question. That liquid is what we call the effluent. It is the byproduct of those hundreds of pounds of organic waste that goes into the machine. It comes out pure liquid. And as you can see, it comes out a sort of cloudy effluent, is what we call it. That is so because of the combination of microorganisms and how it responded very rapidly in decomposing the organic waste. That is can actually be used as a very powerful fertilizer. It also treats wastewater. It also treats soil. I know I'm being repetitive,
Wow.
but
Wow.
it has zero odor. The machine produces zero pests. Again, the formulation of the microorganisms creates such an ecological environment that everything is balanced. And in nature, when you have things that are in perfect balance, you don't have offensive odors, you don't have pests that are out of control and gnats and things like that. You typically have those issues when there is an imbalance in nature. I'll give you an example. There is a issue happening right now in East Africa where the threat of the bananas growing there are looking at extinction. Bananas in East Africa, could you imagine if the bananas in East Africa go extinct? And it's because of an overgrowth of a what they're calling a bacterial or viral sort of infection. It's actually aphids. And again, that comes when you have an ecological imbalance in the environment. And so this would be ideal. The effluent from Somabio would be ideal to even just get washed over or just flooded into the soil. It creates a balance. You'll have photos when you're editing that I'll show you a sample that we took from 2016 of the effluent. We put it in just little vials, and you'll see that that cloudy liquid is slowly continuing to work. It's never not working because of again, the microorganisms, these 100% microorganisms that are working with the environment. And I'll have that picture for you to show to your audience when you're editing the film.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna add that picture. And let me ask, which kind of people need this technology? Where is it needed?
Well, as shown in the end of the video, well, everywhere, it's needed everywhere. But a system like
Okay.
this one is very beneficial in large organic waste generating environments. So when you think about schools, for example, in America, where there's so much food waste, restaurants, countries that just have, just part of lifestyle, you prepare a lot of meals, a lot of it gets left off because there are many sides. Government buildings, large buildings that are just generating a lot of organic waste. Farmers, some of our clients are farmers in Asia. You have organic waste that's left over. I think about when you have these really large, massive recalls of vegetables and meat products all over the world because of, salmonella or listeria or different types of poisons. This technology can break it down and put it back in the earth with none of those threats because it has balanced everything out. So any large organic waste generating place that needs to break things down quickly and be more carbon footprint improved could certainly use this technology.
Okay. So do you welcome any partnership with this?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
Restaurant and partner with you. Is it welcome a government partnership?
Oh, 100%. In fact, I believe Ghana is working on large waste management projects, I think from the government level. We would love to engage Ghana, and again, any and every other country they're looking for, very safe, very rapid, very urgent means of managing waste. And again, the added benefit is the effluent, which can now go and work with other areas of addressing climate change and environmental, threats.
Yeah. So, well, you were talking about partnership with government. Can you continue, please?
Oh, no, I don't know if you heard me. Maybe we were having a bad connection. What I stated was that we welcome all governments who are looking to manage waste on large scales. I know that Ghana is one that is looking to set up large commercial level waste management and sanitation systems.
Yeah.
This works phenomenally in tandem with existing sanitation tools. This is what brings us to this discussion about California and their new bill, SB 1383, which now the state of California, the first one in the United States of America, is mandating their citizens to recycle and separate food waste, first ever in America. Again, this technology was developed almost 40 years ago in Asia because this was the problem that they were having then. And so let's talk about what food waste or other organic waste does to the environment. If it were a country, it'd be the third largest contributor to carbon emissions, which is believed to cause climate change. And so it's a big deal if organic waste, and particularly food waste, is not addressed urgently. California is spearheading that whole thought that we need to be managing organic and food waste better. And so I'm looking forward to, and have been conversating with that state and their agencies to see how we can implement Somabio microbial technology and make this a little easier, for resisting residents and businesses who are now compelled to manage their organic waste, particularly food waste. But yeah, this is a great tool for all governments. We talked about the threat in East Africa with the banana farms and bananas possibly going extinct because of the problem that they're having with that aphids. But this is a problem in many places. We talk about, extinction of creatures because, forestry plays a huge part in it. Overdevelopment, you're tearing down the natural habitats of creatures and animals, and it disrupts, even on a small scale, it just disrupts ecologies. So now we're talking about desertification, droughts. This is something that when it goes into the land, it can actually reverse desertification. And it encourages the growth of things that work well with the things that are already existing. And that's just what natural ecology and balance does when you're talking environmental. So yeah, we welcome any country, any private company, carting companies who pick up garbage, hospitals, you name it. We encourage anyone who has need to eradicate their carbon footprint when they have large generating organic waste that needs to be managed.
Wow, you said it all. You said it all. And what I am really interested in is the Californian law, because some part of the world, it is not the habit of people to separate organic waste from inorganic waste. So California spearheading this law, I think is going to spread to other areas of the world. And I think it's the best approach to separate the organic waste and inorganic waste so that you can be able to manage your waste properly. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I mean, that's pretty much the law. I mean, there's not much more to talk about it. Again, this has been done in other countries, particularly in Asia, for a very long time, for decades. And again, it happened because of out of absolute necessity. And it creates a public health environment when you have, the levels of organic waste that are not decomposing at the rate we're dumping them into the environment. So yeah, it is a great initiative. But I'm also sensitive to the burdens of, businesses who, managing waste is not their primary function. Their restaurants, their hospitals, they have to focus on things that they're there to do. So again, Somabio Microbial Technology is an excellent, effective, 40-year proven, decorated, awarded tool to manage this level of organic waste. And we do it more efficiently than any other commercial grade biodigester that we have found.
Wow, that is great. And I would still recommend this for governments around the world to partner with Mocha Brown to properly manage waste around the globe. And if you would want to maybe inquire more or partner, you can email Humanity Health Organization. Let me ask you to follow your business, please.
I'm sorry?
I was saying, can you give us any social media handle to follow your business?
Absolutely. We're somabio.us. That's Instagram, Facebook. I think we're on Twitter and YouTube.
Okay. Wow, that's great.
For any further questions, you can also go to our website, somabio.us, www.somabio.us. And of course, you'll put all of that on your screen at the completion of this interview. Thank you.